Hello, my name is Jean Quintus and I am publishing a new fly every month on my website www.meckejang.lu. You see it there.
The fly of the month of April is the Adams Irresistible. To tie this fly we will use a Tiamco 100 or Camazam B400 in size 8 up to 12, a black medium tying thread. The tail will be made with grizzly and brown cock feather tips. For the body we will use deer hair. The wings will be made with grizzly cock feathers. The hackle will consist of a brown and a grizzly cock hackle. And in addition we will need a drinking straw and some instant glue. Tie in the thread at the curvature of the hook and secure it for a few turns. Cut off the excess of tying thread. Mix a bunch of brown and grizzly cock feather tips. And tie them in as a short tail. Cut off the excess of feather tips. And form a dubbing loop at the tie-in point. Apply a drop of instant glue onto the tie-in point and the dubbing loop to avoid that the tail slides into the curvature of the hook when we compact the material. Then we are going to insert a bunch of deer hair into a clamp, cut off the part of the deer hair, put this deer hair into our dubbing loop, bring it close to the hook shank, twist it for a few turns to secure the hair, and then put your hackle plier at the point where this first bunch ends. Then reopen the loop and insert the next package of deer hair into the loop. Move it up to the hackle pliers, remove the hackle pliers and twist the bunch of deer hair. Then we will wind this bunch of deer hair in wide turns in direction of the eye of the hook. Using a Q-tip, we will now compact these first windings of deer hair. We will secure the dubbing loop in this compacted place and cut off the excess of the dubbing loop. Then we will make a second dubbing loop. Insert the deer hair into the dubbing loop. Twist it. And wind it to the eye of the hook. Compact it with our Q-tip and continue winding the strand again to the front. Compact it. And then secure the dubbing strand at a few millimeters from the eye of the hook. Cut off the excess of the dubbing loop. Using the scissors, we will cut off all the deer hair on the underside of the hook shank and then roughly shape the body of the fly with our scissors. Whip finish. And cut off the thread. Now we will cut off a piece of drinking straw and cut it open with our scissors. Slide it over the hook shank just behind the deer hair body and leave it there. Using a lighter, we will now singe the deer hair to give the body the final shape and to seal the individual hairs. Then we will tie in the thread at the eye of the hook, cut off the excess of tying thread, take two grizzly feathers, measure the length that we will need for the wings, tie them in, secure them in their position, make sure that both wings have the same length, Then cut off the excess of the feathers. Bring the feathers in their correct position. Secure them in this position and make a few windings behind the feathers to lift them up. Then we will tie in a grizzly feather, hackle feather, and the brown hackle feather. Secure the stems of these two feathers in front of the wings. Cut off the excess of the quills. And then first wind the brown hackle to the front, to the eye of the hook. Make 3 turns of hackle behind the wings, and then another few turns in front of the wings. You can pull back the wings to make this operation easier. Secure the brown feather with a few turns of tying thread. Cut off the excess of the feather. And then do the same operation with the grizzly hackle feather. Secure the feather now close to the eye. Cut off the excess of the feather, and then we will move the silicone ring, which is on our bobbin, over the hackle and the wings to keep them away from the eye of the hook, where we are going to lay the head of the fly. When the head is finished, we'll make a whip finish on top of the head. Cut off the thread. No, first bring back the silicone ring onto your bobbin holder, and then you can cut off the thread. Bring the wings in position. They will be held in the correct position by the hackle. Then we will apply a drop of head cement on the head.
You can download the detailed tying instructions for this fly and for all the previous ones on my website www.meckejang.lu. Leave a message in the guest book with your email address, and I will send you a mail every time a new fly is published. See you in tight lines.